Despite the high taxes and the prices that will make you rather choose frozen pizza or noodles over eating out, Denmark is surprisingly generous with international students. Some of these benefits that I'm talking about, they're not even only for European citizens, which is quite remarkable for Denmark, for they are always doing something only for European citizens. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about 3 essential ways to make your bank account great again when you are studying in Denmark. First tip is probably going to come as a surprise to most of the viewers because we are mostly talking about tips that apply to European citizens. But this specific tip applies to all international students, not just European citizens. And we are talking about doubling your fradrag, or the tax allowance that you do not have to tax only with the 8% labor market contribution thing. Anyways, if you are from an eligible country, and you can find a list of eligible countries on our website, studentswhohaveguide.dk, then you can essentially double your fradrag. So instead of every year having 46.5 thousand kronas that will be tax free, you can have 93,000 instead. And that's great, but you need to apply. If you want to apply, you can find a link on our website. There is a simple procedure you can go through, and at the end of it, you will essentially have double tax-free income. Make use of it. The second tip I have for you guys is, if you need to, take a loan from the municipality when you are moving to a new apartment. You can use this loan to, drumroll, wait for it, pay your deposit. Because it's expensive in Denmark to pay a deposit. In most big cities, such as Copenhagen or Aarhus, you have to pay 3 months of rent as a deposit, and also 3 months of prepaid rent as part of your move-in price. So that can get very expensive. Municipalities and cities offer that you can receive a interest-free loan that you do not have to repay with any interest within the first 5 years. So if you can repay the loan within the first 5 years, then there is going to be no interest. If you want to learn more, again, it's all on a blog. The link is down below in the description. You can go there, you can check it out. If you are in need of some little bit of cash for moving to your new apartment, then this tip is going to be very, very essential to you. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you need to have a kitchen or kitchenette in the apartment for yourself. You cannot apply this for when you're moving to dormitory, for example, where you are sharing kitchen with other people. So this mainly applies to when you're moving to a new apartment, or to a new apartment for you. It doesn't have to necessarily be new, and you need to get some extra cash. So in that case, Denmark is very generous to help you out. So now that you have essentially doubled your fradrag, now that you have taken out a little bit of extra money to move into a new apartment, is the time to talk about our third tip, which is to apply for a deduction of your rent. You can seriously do this. It's called boligstøtte, and it's meant as a public housing support for people in need, which is us, of course, because we have to eat noodles every night, right? So if you are eligible for this, and there is a process that you go through in order to be verified eligible, you can get 10 to 20% of your monthly rent essentially paid for by the kommune where you are living. So let's say that you have moved into an apartment in Copenhagen and it's a little bit too expensive for you. Well, luckily you can go through the process of applying for boligstøtte. 10 to 20% of your rent will be subsidized by the kommune. So you will receive in cash what you have paid to your landlord, which is a pretty sweet deal. There are some things that you need to consider. First of all, this is meant for literally broke people. This is meant for people that really need help with their rent. So chances are it's you. Maybe it's not you. In my case, I'm not eligible for that anymore. We have tried in our apartment, and they just said that, come on guys, you pay very little rent, and all of you combined earned like 20 times the rent that you are paying. So of course we will not help you out. But in case that you are moving out an apartment by yourself, for example, and you're going to be paying 5,000 in rent while you only get maybe 10 or 11,000 a month, then there is a very high chance that the kommune will give you like 10 or 15% of the rent back to you. So now that you have saved up a little bit of extra money, you need to put this extra money somewhere, right? And that's why Today's video is going to be sponsored by Revolut. No, it's not going to be sponsored, but I have a link for Revolut if you want to set up an international bank account that is not going to be controlled by the Danish government that much. Then you can click on the link in the description, and if you sign up through the link, make few payments, then we receive about 500 kronas for your effort, which helps us to fund this project and make these videos for you guys for free. If that sounds good, you can find a link in the description together with all of the other links. This was a very quick video about 3 essential ways to make your bank account great again in Denmark. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you want to find more content like this, then make sure to subscribe to the channel or go to our website, because there is tons of amazing blogs. This blog in particular was written by one of our contributors. Thank you very much, Karina, for putting this article through our pipeline. If you are watching this video and thinking that you have something important to say to the community, to the international students, then please reach out to us, and you can also become a contributor for Student Survival Guide. Your blogs will be published through our platform. It's very easy, it's a lot of fun, and you help a lot of people in the process. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.